Hi guys, today I am touching on student loan relief options. Last week, if you remember, we touched on mortgage relief options, the difference between forbearance and deferment and what was available for mortgages. This week, I'm doing the same. We've looked into some different student loan relief possibilities and opportunities, and they may or may not be a good fit. Just like forbearance with mortgages, it's just important to know what comes after the forbearance period, what you're getting yourself into, and make sure you truly understand before you commit one way or another. Because again, it may be a great fit. You just have to make sure that you know everything that comes along with it. So again, like mortgages and the forbearance process with that, with student loans, what we found is that talking to the different services and the different loan providers, they are offering deferment for active students. So if you are actively in school, you may qualify for deferment. However, if you are not an active student and you simply have student loans from previously being a student, you're done, you're graduated, you're out of school, then you would qualify for forbearance. And again, this comes back to the same concept as a mortgage, in that you build up those payments. Usually it's anywhere from 3 to 6 months that you are relieved of your payments, and after that period, you now have a lump sum at the end that you need to pay back. And at that point, they address the restructuring of a payment plan or loan modification. But again, for most of these banks, there's no path as to how automatically you will go. It just comes down to when you're done with that forbearance period for those student loans, what you qualify for. Again, if you're in school, then you would likely qualify for deferment. And with those, there's a lot more flexibility in regards to interest. A lot of times there's no interest accrued during that deferment period, or it can be tacked on over the life of those student loans or to the end. So a lot of times there's just far more flexibility when it comes to the repayment of those loans when they're deferred. And like I touched on last week, mortgages through federal policy and through federal legislation cannot be deferred. They have to go through a forbearance process. That's why deferment options are lacking. But with student loans, if you are an active student and you are struggling with those payments, make sure you look into deferment, because that certainly saves you a lot of money versus the forbearance process that you will always end up owing more money than when you started, because you're building up those loans and a lot of times fees. So those are the options right now with student loans and relief programs there. If you have any questions about any of it, please feel free to reach out. If you have kids who have student loans or are in school building up those loans and compiling them, please definitely pursue something like that if they're in need or if you're in need. And again, let me know if you have any questions regarding it. We're here to help. I hope you all have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.